Hello everybody, and welcome back to another World of Tanks video. Today we are looking at another replay by me, and today I'm playing in my T34. I'm platooned up with Duck and Hell, who's playing in his Carnarvon. Now we are currently on Krakow. Okay. Don't really know these names of the maps by heart, as you probably have noticed. But I've uploaded a video of my T34 before on this map, and we are going to take a look at, well, almost a mirror matchup of that one basically, but I'll get to that in a bit. Now the T34, for those of you that don't know, is a Tier 8 American premium heavy tank. Its hull armor is terrible, but its turret armor is godlike. And it has a very nice penetration, very nice alpha damage, but terrible rate of fire, so its DPM is bad. But if you can get it hull down in the right position, you can do a lot of damage. Now to start off this match, I instruct Duck and L to take position behind me. And that's basically to shoot what I've already taken a pot shot at, and also to protect my rear, which is generally the problem in this position. Now the Carnarvon, like the T34, has very nice turret armor, but unlike the T34 it's quite mobile still, and it also what's the word I'm looking for here? It has a higher rate of fire, so the gun is slightly more DPM centered. Now you saw Duck and Hell take a shot at the Tiger 2. I bounced, unfortunately, which is most likely due to the little car that was in between myself and the Tiger 2 there. Unfortunately, I take my first shot from this Black Prince. Got a bit unlucky in this. The Black Prince I track, but I don't actually penetrate his armor. The IS makes his way around the corner and puts a shot into the Black Prince, if I recall correctly. No, he actually does not, which is unfortunate, but oh well. Now the Black Prince is quite keen on staying behind that wall. Can't really blame him. Blow the track of the other Black Prince. Was not a terribly well aimed shot. Suppose I deserve to miss that one then. IS gets killed, and I'm able to take a shot at this other Black Prince, and I roll really low. 320 is a really low roll for this tank. Now meanwhile our flank is not really looking that secure, but for the time being Duck and Hell has my back and is able to protect me. If that Panther pushes on, he can kill me quite easily, but luckily Duck and Hell is still there. Now unfortunately Duck and Hell is taking shots from this Black Prince, so I decide to make myself known here and try to make myself a meat shield against their shots. So basically I'm trying to block the shots for Duck and Hell here. I'm reloaded, so let's make use of that. Put a meaty shot into his back of his tank. Meanwhile you can see that behind us things are not going super duper great. But Duck and Hell still putting in the hurt and is keeping my rear secure for the time being. Got a bit unlucky with that shot, it flew low. Not really much I can do about it. Catch a gold round here in the behind of my tank. Really not necessary for this tank. When you're shooting at this tank, just remember it really doesn't have an enormous amount of armor. Not on the hull at least. Now this Tiger 2 is not going to go anywhere. Excuse me, I still have a bit of a cold, so if you can tell, I sincerely hope it's not bothering you too much. Now this Tiger 2 is utterly and thoroughly stuck. He's not going anywhere. And I actually find out here, this Black Prince is actually blocking him now. Meanwhile the T28 on the enemy team is convinced that the T10 on their team deserves to be reported. Not really sure why he thinks so. Don't really care why he thinks so. 900 damage. Could be that he took some team damage. I'm trying to figure out why this T28 is so sore, but Yeah, I can't really figure out what it is. Now meanwhile I actually take a shot from the artillery. Look at the amount of damage he was able to do. Sure, he was able to damage 2 modules, but he only did 32 damage. That is the turret armor of the T34 for you, and that's why it's so powerful in a hull down position. Now the Tiger II fired, which means I can very easily take that shot and finish him off. Now the IS-3 is making his way around the back here. Meanwhile, Ducanel is still kicking ass on my flank, and I can definitely say his without him protecting my behind, I would probably have died a long time ago. T28 keeps complaining that everybody should report the T10. He's really salty about the thing. Now I'm going to try and put a nice little shot into this IS here. Going to aim for his lower plate. There we go. Flies through. Was able to do a nice bit of damage there, and Ducanel finishes him off. There's still a Jagdtiger and a Waffenträger alive. We're going to try and root those out now. The gun's loaded, and the Waffenträger really shouldn't be a problem. The Jagdtiger, however, does have a lot of armor, so we have to pay a bit more attention to that tank. And yeah, it's by the looks of it, it's quite likely that the Waffenträger is going to be the first one we run into, and this is precisely what we find. We're able to do some damage to the Waffenträger, and the T28, I think he got team damage from this tank, this T10. But yeah, meanwhile I'll take a very big shot from the Waffenträger, but it's actually a low roll. I'm very lucky to survive that. I probably should have died, but at this point in time I'm quite sure that the game is won, so I'm ready to take some risks. Unfortunately, the Waffenträger is able to kill Ducanel just before he gets killed by me. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but yeah, not really much you can do about it. Considered driving around and try to get the rear of this Jagdtiger, but I noticed the Jagdtiger is not actually retreating but moving forwards. Move up. The Jagdtiger really doesn't have a lot of health left, but he's the last tank on the enemy team, so why not take the kill? So, see you in the post-game stats. As we can see, this was my ace tanker match. I also got a spotter medal, not really sure from what. Probably one tank that I was able to do a lot of damage against, or a lot of damage was dealt against. The D10 here apparently got over 1,000 damage just because I spotted him. But yeah, let's take a more close look at how I did. I did 3,500 damage for 1,500 base experience. We can see Ducanel was still able to do 3,500 damage himself and got 1,200 base experience. So he himself had also had a very nice match here. It's unfortunately died at the end of this match, but yeah, all in all still well played Ducanel. We got first and second on both damage done and experience earned, so that was a very nice match indeed. And when we take a look at the statistics, I fired 15 shots, of which 13 hit and 10 penetrated. Now the 3 non-penetrating hits are quite odd. Normally with this tank, when you hit, you pen. At least if you aim semi-decently, which I feel like I did this match. But the first shot of the Tiger II was explainable, as well as firing at Black Prince, which is of course a very heavily armored tank. Now, I was also able to do 1800 assistance damage, of which most was this T10 that I spotted. And thanks to this being a premium tank, I was able to make a metric arse-ton of credits here. 64,000 credits is of course very nice. What is of course also very nice is that this 1500 base experience that I got was actually my daily double. So I was able to get a grand total of 3,217 experience on a non-premium account, which I'm very happy with. So all in all, this was a high damage, high experience game for me, but to be honest, I don't think I did most of the carrying. I think that honor went to Ducanel in this particular match, keeping my rear secure and also helping the flank that I could not deal with because I had the Black Princes and the Tiger IIs to worry about. So shout out to the canal here, and hope you, the watchers here, the people viewing this video, have enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you for the next one.